Asalamualaikum. This is Ahsanul Qawaid, lesson 11. You will open to page 10 of your book for this lesson, and we will be looking at the symbols associated with the Arabic letters that help us read them properly. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at this first green symbol here. And this green symbol is really just a line that comes at the top of every letter. And this line that comes at the top of every letter is called a fatha. And it's also, another name for it is a zabar. In this series of videos, we will be using the name fatha. And this fatha symbol, it tells us that the letter will get the sound. So fatha makes the sound. So let's go through the alphabet and read each letter with the fatha on top, so you guys can see or hear how the letters sound with this fatha. So we'll start here with this first line, and I want you guys to repeat after me. So we have alif, fatha, a. Ba, fatha, ba. Da, fatha, da. Tha, fatha, tha. Jim, fatha, ja. Ha, fatha, ha. Kha, fatha, kha. And dal, fatha, da. So what you guys may notice is that the fatha gives every letter the sound. So we're going to say the sound of the letter, and we're going to follow up with the sound. So the fatha makes the sound. Let's go down to the next line, and I want you guys to repeat after me. We have dhal, fatha, dha. Ra, fatha, ra. Za, fatha, za. Sin, fatha, sa. Shin, fatha, sha. Sad, fatha, sa. Dad, fatha, ba. And ta, fatha, ta. All right, let's look at the next line. We have va, fatha, va. Ain, fatha, a. Ghain, fatha, gha. Tha, fatha, tha. Qaf, fatha, qa. Kaf, fatha, ka. Lam, fatha, la. And mim, fatha, ma. Okay, last line of our alphabet here. We have noon, fatha, na. Waw, fatha, wa. Ha, fatha, ha. Hamza, fatha, a. And remember, hamzas don't sound like has. They sound like alifs. So hamzas make the sound. And finally, we have ya, fatha, ya. Okay, so now we're going to do some practice reading actual words. And so the skills that you guys want to have here is you want to remember what the letters look like in the beginning, middle, and end form. And we're going to apply that along with all the fathas here. So you'll notice the green symbols or the lines, they all come at the top of the letters. So all of these words have a fatha. So they're all going to make the sound. So let's go through each line together here. And I want you guys to repeat after me when I am reading them. And feel free to pause, rewind, so that you guys can get a feel for starting to read Arabic words. Okay, we're going to start off here. We first have alif, fatha, a. Mim, fatha, ma. And ra, fatha, ra. And what you guys will notice is they've actually spaced out between each letter. And when we see Arabic letters written normally, there's not usually this little gap here between some of them. So that's just to help you guys recognize the letters, but later on, we're going to see them fully written together. So alif fatha a, mim fatha ma, and ra fatha ra. If we were to read this whole word without individually spelling out each letter, it would say a ma ra. A ma ra. Let's try the next one. One dot on the bottom. Which one's that? If you said ba, you were correct. We have ba fatha ba, lam fatha la, and ghain fatha gha. Ba la gha. Ba la gha. Next one. Which letter has 3 dots at the top? If you said fa, you are correct. So we have fa fatha tha, mim fatha ma, and ra fatha ra. Fa ma ra. Fa ma ra. Next one. We have jim fatha ja, mim fatha ma, and ain fatha a. Ja ma a. Ja ma a. Okay, let's go through the next line of letters. And again, feel free to pause and go back to the beginning of this line if you need some more practice. We have ha fatha ha, sin fatha sa, and dal fatha da. Ha sa da. Ha sa da. Next one, we have val fatha the, kaf fatha ga, and ra fatha ra. The ka ra. The ka ra. Next one. Can you name this letter by yourself? If you said ra, you are correct. We have ra fatha ra, fa fatha fa, and ain fatha a. Ra fa a. Ra fa a. Next one. za fatha za, ain fatha a, and mim fatha ma. za a ma. za a ma. And for this one, we don't want to forget that this is not a hamza. Ains look like big hamzas when they come in the middle of a word or even at the beginning of a word. Hamzas are going to look even smaller. So they'll actually be connected to another symbol or another structure here, and they'll be really, really tiny at the top. And we'll see an example of that later, inshallah. But you don't want to get confused with this right here. This is our ain when it comes at the beginning or in the middle of a word. Next line, we have sin fatha sa, ra fatha ra, and qaf fatha qa. Sa ra qa. Sa ra qa. Next one, we have sad fatha sa, dal fatha da, and qaf fatha qa. Sa da qa. Sa da qa. Next one, we have lad fatha ba, ra fatha ra, and ba fatha ba. La ra ba. La ra ba. Last one on this line, we have a va fatha va, lam fatha la, and mim fatha ma. Va la ظلم. Okay, I want you guys to see if you can do this last line by yourself. Pause the video, see if you can read or recognize each letter, and then read each word, and then unpause the video to check your answers and repeat after me. Okay, let's go through this last line. This first one is Ain Fatha A, Dal Fatha Da, and Lam Fatha La. A, Da, La. A, Da, La. Next one. Qaf Fatha Qa, Mim Fatha Ma, and Ra Fatha Ra. Qa, Ma, Ra. Qa, Ma, Ra. Next one. Kaf Fatha Ka, Sin Fatha Sa, and Ba Fatha Ba. Ka, Sa, Ba. Ka, Sa, Ba. And last one, we have Waw Fatha Wa, Jim Fatha Ja, and Dal Fatha Da. Wa, Ja, Da. Wa, Ja, Da.